Mario & Luigi RPG series is one that has been steadily on the rise since the first game to the series, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Later notable installments of the series include Superstar Saga, The Thousand Year Door, and the target of today's rant, Bowser's Inside Story. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is a game released for the Nintendo DS system in February 2009, and it quickly rose up as one of the best. It's no surprise, though, that the game became what it did. The story was amazing, and it constantly kept you hooked, desperate to know more. The soundtrack was amazing, each area of the game having its own stylized theme to suit the environment. The graphics were unique, a cartoonish take on precise pixel art that worked extremely well in the previous games, and was improved for Bowser's Inside Story. Sound controls that responded well 99% of the time, and honestly, everything in this game is perfect. There is a reason that this is the best-selling Mario & Luigi RPG. As soon as you launch the game, you're instantly brought into the magic of Bowser's Inside Story. Once the game loads, you're faced with the Nintendo logo presented by Mario & Luigi or Bowser. Then, the iconic theme for the game, To a New Adventure, plays, presenting you with the title screen that foreshadows your control over the plumbers from the Mushroom Kingdom and the Koopa King himself. Okay, I should get into this or we're going to be here all day. The basis of the story is that the Mushroom Kingdom is beset by an ailment called the Blorbs, inflating toads to round blimps. An emergency meeting is called by Princess Peach in an attempt to discover a method for a cure before the party is crashed by Bowser. From there, the story advances by a devious plot created by a returning character from the Superstar Saga, Forful, who is now accompanied by a minion of his own. This game is easily my favourite of all time. It definitely scores a solid 10 out of 10. Everything about this game is wonderful, something my childhood mind readily agreed with when it was playing this masterpiece. The world of Bowser's Inside Story is one that is highly developed and constructed with care. Each zone of the map has its own unique backdrop that is memorable. Bowser's Inside Story expands on the existing world of the Mushroom Kingdom, and it does it well. Each place fits in nicely and it doesn't feel as though it has been forced. Everywhere I went, I was always entranced by the charm created by the game. To accompany a well thought out world, the gameplay mechanics were just as equally thought out. World exploring is fun. Movement is simple and effective and is designed around an 8-way axis corresponding to the D-pad of the DS. If you walk somewhere, you walk, simple as that. If you get caught on the absolute corner of an object, the game moves you around it anyway. Fast travel also makes sense. You need to go to the place and find a little swirling vortex hidden in an object, either something to burn, smash, or pummel. Pipes are also hidden away, and the game gives you an incentive to explore the larger world as Mario & Luigi to make it easier to move between inside and outside of Bowser. Combat is simple and effective. You have 3 methods of attacks: jump, hammer, and special attacks. For each one, you need to press whatever buttons are required at the correct intervals, and if you screw up, it was your fault, not the game's. You were the one that pressed the button too early or too late. There are also opening moves to battle. If you jump on an enemy, hit them with a hammer, punch them, or spit fire at them, they'll take damage before the actual battle begins, giving you a slight edge in combat. Each enemy also had at least one possible counterattack that would let you damage them instead of taking damage yourself. Combat was polished, it didn't leave much room for improvement. The music, composed by Yoko Shimomura, is amazing. Each theme fits the area it was designed for. To this day, I can remember each of my favourite themes, and it's been years since I played the original game. The most notable piece, however, is the music for the final battle in the game, fittingly named In the Final. This song erupted on the internet. Most people would have heard of it at the time, even if they didn't know where it came from. Okay, serious spoilers for the story coming up, so if you want to experience the game for yourself, now's the time to leave, buy a Nintendo DS, get the original copy of the game, not the 3DS remake, and play it. Just play it. It's really good. Right, so here we go. In Bowser's Inside Story, you get to play as both Mario & Luigi and Bowser. It's pretty fucking cool. The story starts when random toads start coming down with a case of the Blorbs, a sickness created by Forful. Mario and Luigi turn up to a meeting at Peach's castle to come up with a plan to cure the Blorbs. Bowser crashes the party and the game teaches you how to fight as Mario and Luigi. After beating Bowser's ass, he gets flung off to a part of Dimble Wood. Now you get to walk around as Bowser, burning and punching shit left, right, and center. You meet Forful, who gives Bowser a mysterious mushroom, causing him to inhale everything in sight. Bowser returns to Peach's castle and proceeds to inhale everyone within, including the Mario Bros. And Peach, and a new character to the series, Starlo, a star sprite, before falling unconscious. Forful's minion, Midbus, then takes Bowser to Cavy Cape and leaves him there. Oh my god, we're gonna be here for fucking ever at this space. Okay, paraphrasing time. You play as Mario again, find Luigi and Starlo before returning control to Bowser, who discovers he has a new minion in his gut. This minion is Starlo / Mario and Luigi, but Starlo gives the name Chippy, leading Bowser to think his new minion is called Chippy. Oh, okay, that sounded a lot better in my head. Anyway, Bowser leaves, fights Midbus, where the player learns how to fight as Bowser, and he continues to a place called Plaque Beach, where he meets another guy called Brock Monsieur, who gives Bowser the ability to inhale enemies in battle. By the way, this is really important, so make sure to remember this. And he learns that his castle has been taken over by Forful. Bowser continues to travel back to his castle, going through Dimble Woods, only to be nearly killed. Mario and Luigi do some stuff to save him with some unintended side effects. Bowser grows gigantic. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention there are giant battles? Because there are. And they're epic. After pummeling his castle, Bowser continues to reclaim it. Once he arrives, Bowser discovers that Forful has brainwashed his minions into forgetting who he is and switched their loyalty to himself. Here you fight Midbus again before playing as the Mario Bros again, this time off to find Peach. When you reach her, she's stolen away by Forful, who makes off with her to Peach's castle so he can awaken something called the Dark Star. Bowser goes to follow but is blown away into an underground area. Shit happens and he makes his way out to find himself below Toad Town, where he gets electrocuted and knocked unconscious. Now you play as the Mario Bros again, who make their way back to the outside world and go to Toad Town to reclaim Peach's castle. They arrive only to find a blockade that is set up by Forful. So the bros see a doctor about it. Because why the hell not? Anyway, this is where, in my opinion, the hardest battle in the game happens. In the clinic, you need to fight Bowser, only everything you've worked for as Bowser is turned against you. Any special moves you received can and will be used by Bowser. See, this is what I like. There's an optional special move you can pick up on the way to Bowser's castle. If you get it, Bowser will use it in battle and it's really annoying to fight against. If you don't get it, then he won't use it, but you can go back and get it after the battle. The game is aware of what's happening and it's just so good. Anyway, for me, I struggled so much in this fight. As a kid, I actually had to do a new game to try and prepare myself better for it, and after much raging and many attempts, I finally did it. And oh my god, did that victory feel amazing. Right, so, okay. You're sent on a mission to get these things called Star Cures. Bowser also overhears this and goes to get them first. It ends up that Mario gets all three anyway because Bowser gets salty and actually eats one of them. After making the, and I quote, Miracle Totally Cure, or just Miracle Cure for short, Mario and Luigi rush back to Peach's castle and knock down the blockade. Shit happens and Bowser makes an appearance. After breaking into Peach's castle, Bowser fights Midbus for the last time. Again, this was a hard fight for me, but not as hard nor impressive as Mario and Luigi versus Bowser. Upon victory, the Dark Star is awakened. Great. Forful decides he's going to take some of that power, but gets blasted away before he can take all of it. Another giant fight happens against Peach's castle, and Bowser fights Forful in an epic showdown. Not really. It's actually quite easy. Anywho, after that, the Dark Star absorbs the rest of its power and takes the form of an entity called Dark Bowser, using Bowser's DNA as the basis for the body. The two fight their way through Peach's castle until they reach the top of the castle, where the final showdown takes place. I love this battle, man. It's so fucking good. There are so many ways to do this, and it's actually insane. For example, there's an attack by Dark Bowser where he locks you in a cage and lifts you in the air before charging a ball of energy to throw at you. You need to get out, pure and simple. there are two things you can do. 1, punch the cage until it breaks and fall back down, or 2, crouch at the right times to build up momentum, break the chain holding the cage, and fling yourself onto Dark Bowser, dealing some damage to him in the process. How cool is that? Anyway, when you finally knock out Dark Bowser, he gets revived by Forful. This has a byproduct of making Dark Bowser larger. He then sends an onslaught of dark minions at you, which you then need to punch and crouch your way through to get back to Dark Bowser. When it's your turn again, you punch his belly, only for him to cough up Forful, who runs off screen. Remember back to the whole inhaling and battle thing? Yeah, this is where it happens. You need to inhale Forful, but you also need to fight against Dark Bowser's inhale. If you succeed, regular Bowser inhales Forful, and you fight him as Mario and Luigi. If you fail, Dark Bowser gets Forful back, and you need to repeat the whole process again. There's a lot of back and forth between fighting as Mario and Luigi against Forful and the Dark Star, and Bowser against Dark Bowser. But when you finally defeat the Dark Star, that's when you deliver one final KO punch as Bowser to Dark Bowser. After that, everyone escapes Bowser and the credits roll. And oh my god, they're epic! The song, Traveling About on a Journey of Memories, takes you through each area you went through to get to where you are. It's a medley of the entire game that fits so well, and it's such an amazing conclusion to an equally amazing story. After that, you're treated to a quick cutscene of Bowser recovering in his castle, receiving a delivery from Peach. A cake. Then you're evaluated on how well you did based on what your ranks are. Ranks are gained just by leveling up, with each rank giving you a bonus that you have to select from. If the max rank is achieved, you're congratulated for your efforts before the game returns to the title screen. And there you have it. The story of Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. The ending of a wonderful game that is honestly just perfect in every way. Literally nothing could spoil this masterpiece. Wait, what? You saying there's a remake? Oh fuck yeah, this should be awesome! The remake sucks. It's pure and utter trash. Updated music? Cool, I can get behind that. If only didn't change the title screen theme! Seriously, I launched the game and I'm treated to this piece of shit? Okay, you know what? I can look past that. Let's look at the graphics. Oh, nice. Everything is improved. Oh, actually, no, I wonder what Bowser looks like. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Why does he look like this? Why? The only time he looks good is during giant battles. Okay. It's just a little something, it's okay. What about battles? Nope. They couldn't leave those alone either, could they? Everything is so much easier! Having a bad time during a battle? Just turn on easy mode, where all of your stats are doubled. Can't get past this one boss? Easy mode! The fuck is this shit? Look, I get that easy mode got implemented into Dream Team Bros, the first 3DS RPG game, but why bring it into this one? Remember how I said I struggled immensely in the fight against Bowser? Well, now he's fucking easy as shit. His Goomba Storm attack is so easy to dodge, it's not even funny. In the original, there's a constant stream of Goombas where if you made one mistake, it would be almost impossible to get back into a rhythm. Now they just walk at a fucking snail's pace. Like, I took damage from enemies, not because I dodged too late, but because I dodged too early, because my muscle memory was too fast for the new enemies. Actually, what the fuck, Nintendo? Look, yeah, okay, each of the backdrops inside Bowser are really cool, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I just defeat every enemy in the game, and I have max rank before I know it. In the original, you had to work hard for that shit. It wasn't even publicly shown as a rank, you had to fit all the pieces together. Oh, some toad mentioned this was a shop for star rank and above. There's another line following the star rank. Oh gee, I wonder what happens if I keep leveling up. Now it's, oh, there's another rank. That's cool. Not, holy shit, that was a hidden fucking rank, that's awesome! And the final battle is so fucking easy. Remember the cage attack I told you about? Well, now you can only punch. It's so fucking rigid and the game leaves no room for freedom. It's actually so infuriating. Seriously, with ranking up, you had to be careful with what reward you chose. Now you just get them all anyway once you hit max rank. Like, come on! And I keep getting stuck on these tiny ass fucking corners in the world. Like, come the fuck on! There's nothing here! It's just the shitty ass hitboxes saying there is! I'll slide past this shit in the original. And why are there two different SP restoration systems? You've still got syrup jars for Mario and Luigi, and now there's... cheese? The fuck does cheese have to do with anything? What connection is there for Bowser and fucking cheese? Look, I fucking love Bowser's Inside Story. It's an absolute wonderful game. Lots of enjoyment to be had from it. Just, if you're gonna play it for yourself, don't buy the remake. Get the original. Just buy it off of eBay or some shit. I don't know. Just don't get the remake for 3DS. Don't. Just don't. What game do you want me to rant about next? Leave some suggestions in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Peace.